Hello friends and Yeti enthusiasts. We're going to look at another game of me playing the best champion, Willump the Yeti. This is a low platinum ranked game, so what I'm going to run over, place this little ward here just to see if the clown is starting at his blue buff. I don't see him here. Usually if Shaco's not here, that means he is up here, and I realize that sounds dumb to say, but what I mean is that he would have already started setting up his boxes here, and I would try to fuck with his boxes to keep him off doing it as quickly. But I see that he's not here, which means that he is certainly starting topside, which means that his blue buff is mine. But what we're going to see this game is that everyone loses, everything goes to shit, my team rages out at one another, we get down a metric fuck ton of gold, everyone on our team is doing worse than everyone on their team, and we win. So what I'm going to discuss is playing even after making a lot of mistakes, playing in a way that still enables a path to victory. So, basic jungling. I'm not going to pretend that I played everything in this early game perfectly or even well, because otherwise wouldn't have been down this far. But I do think that I played this in some ways reasonably. So because he started up there, I know that his blue, he couldn't have started doing it yet. Shaco, if he doesn't start a camp right away, that which he does extremely quickly, he's going to be pretty slow at doing it. So I come up here and I just like make it so that Shaco doesn't dive. Our person can't really gank LeBlanc with Shaco there, so I don't try. And I do some jungling. I go up to see if Riven needs help. She does not. My goal here for the early game is like go even with Shaco. Because if you go even with Shaco as Nunu, you are so far ahead. Like a ridiculous amount ahead. So our Riven kills them. And what we'll see from Riven is that in role-playing game terms, this Riven has like taken a feat where they have +5 to dex and absolutely 0 wisdom or intelligence. This is, I don't usually try to like shit on one individual player in a replay because that's not what it's about. This Riven is like ungodly talented, but a really toxic douchebag and really dumb. So usually I wouldn't single someone out unless they were a shithead to me, which they were. So fuck you, Riven. So they die 1v1 as level 5 against the level 3 Shaco after 1v1 the Aurelia. So I come in here for a gank. I know that they don't have any vision, so I try to take like an aggressive path around. I put the ward in there because it goes into, because they run into the bush and kill someone. Cool. Vayne is almost dead, so I'm just like hanging out here to try to cover and make sure that like nothing dumb happens where Vayne ends up dying, like mini damage or whatever. I'm just covering Vayne's back here again so that nothing dumb happens where they end up dying. Yeah. It dealt Vayne damage, but didn't interrupt it. Anyway, I'm gonna try to speed through this because I think early game is fairly uninteresting. I'm, like I said, just trying to make sure that Shaco doesn't run away with this, which, as you'll see, he basically does. So so usually as Willump, I try to do like a really aggressive early first dragon. The problem is that I don't have lane pressure to do that, and if Shaco just happens to be like walking by, just randomly walking by, I'm super dead, and I do not want that to happen. Hold on one second. Okay. So I now have my my sightstone, so I can start getting like deeper vision on Shaco. And when you're against Shaco, you really do have to focus on like not warding traditional places, but warding his camps, and that's one of Nunu's strengths is getting deeper wards in, because you go with the sight very early sightstone. I haven't been doing a great job of that, of getting in deep vision. It's something I'm trying to work on, but it's very difficult. It's much more difficult than it seems. So there's nothing I can do here against LeBlanc because Victor has no mana. Shaco's been doing a really good job of, so like I took his blue and at the same time he took my blue. So I have good vision like here, wave is in the middle, vision here. So I know that Shaco, if he comes up to like randomly, if he randomly walks up to dragon, I will probably be able to get away. This is scary that I see LeBlanc coming here like, oh god, don't randomly go into the pit. Man, the dragon is so much stronger now than it used to be. Like, look at how low my health is from that at level 5. It used to be like you could comfortably do it level 4. It's not the case anymore. Anyway, we got a first dragon. I go into this jungle. So really, what I should, I think, be doing... not having any vision up here is bad. I should probably kind of ignore this and like... Yeah, you see Shaco has blue that he stole from me. And like try to... Because when you're jungling as a Sightstone jungler, you want to focus your vision on their top side jungle, because you have a support to ward up this whole area, whereas we're totally blind up here. Because, yeah, it's not as useful to have like twice as many wards bot instead of even vision all over the map. And I'm doing a bad job of that here. I don't think it's a big deal that Shaco is taking, like, refreshing his blue buff here if LeBlanc isn't getting it. So it really sucks for Victor. Shaco is taking blue from Victor. And again, I do blame myself for that. So this is how Riven will like use teleport, is like going in 1v2 when our lane is dead and trading 1-for-1 in kills. So we're mildly behind now, which is kind of to be expected against a Shaco, but it's not terrible. We have a dragon. It will get out of hand pretty soon though. So now I'm focused on like, just want to get, try to farm up safely, and then I should, if I'm a good player, I'll be going up here to get vision in here. Yeah, hey, look at this. So this is what I'm doing. And our top lane is like completely, and our Riven has been shitting on Aurelia, so I want to like do that even more, tanking this huge wave of minions. Oh, I remember this one. Oh, man, this upset me so much. So I like flash. Like she goes down to 26 health. That's what happens when you don't max E when you max Q. So yes, there are some definite disadvantages to the max Q build, but whatever. We get inner top inner tower pretty early, and Aurelia is down 16 farm, 4 kills, has died 3 times. Yeah, Aurelia is doing really bad. Because, like I said, Riven is an extremely talented Riven player. If I remember correctly, our Zyra was like really upset about having to go support. I think that Zyra is a really good, like very legitimate support option if you can put in the time to getting used to her positioning, but way too commonly you'll see it played by people that don't actually want to support. It's kind of a weird thing. Like I feel like Annie is another one that, yeah, that's a good support champion, but it's almost always played in solo queue by people that don't really want to support. So I'm trying to go up here, but Riven's kind of dead. And I'm like, well, that sucks, guess I'll jungle. I'm still level 6 while Shaco is level 8, that's very bad for me. But they haven't gotten any towers yet. That's, I think, why we're still in this game, is we've taken 2 towers, like 2 top towers. I'm setting up Crab here so that we can get it when it comes back up. So that we can get Dragon when it comes back up. I'm not sure I said that correctly. And we spot Shaco on the ward there. So to do that, I'm trying to like set up a dive on the Sivir here. Oh, interesting. So they have this, but it doesn't see me here. I totally thought that Wolfbuck would see me. So I go up. I go in like, hey guys, let's dive. Oh, she's still over. But whatever. It's still really good for us because like we should get this tower here. Pretty sure we get it here. So that's the tank jungler advantage, is like stand there, like taking hooks, not caring. And then this sets us up nicely to get the Dragoon here, because we have Vision, Crab, Wave. And I'm trying to corral my team like, guys, Dragon! That was embarrassing. Don't look at that, do not witness my shame. And both teams are trying to like get their team to the Dragon. The problem is that Riven is at their inhibitor tower when she's like half of the power of our team right now. And Zyra gets hooked and gets exploded. And I wasted my ult earlier, as you might remember. So this is a total throw by me. I should have recognized that like, oh, our lane that's actually super ahead is at their inhibitor rather than at the objective where everyone else is. So I think I played it really badly, especially wasting the ult here. So we get a triple kill on our Riven, but they ace us. I just shouldn't have started the Dragon when we didn't have Riven. If Riven's going to be up there, then I guess we just like try to dance around it until Riven, you know, dives Aurelia and kills her up there, which she probably would. Instead we give up the Dragon. I hand over the red buff to Vayne here. How are we doing on XP? Okay, I'm a level down on Shaco, not a huge deal. Basically even in farm, but Shaco has participated in 7 kills to 0 deaths. I participated in 2. So that's not good. I've been trying to get Vision, but like I said, I didn't do a wonderful job, and Shaco's been very effective, especially diving people that are out of position. But still, they haven't taken any towers, which I think that's the real reason that they end up losing this game, is when you have a Shaco on your team, you have to convert like these 7 kill participations and, you know, having the most kills as this early game champion into getting team-wide objectives, and their only team-wide objective is the 1 dragon to put them even on dragons. But yeah, when you get a kill in a lane as Shaco, you have to like stand there and hit the tower, and then you go to another lane. Okay, so they try to make a play here, miss. I'm coming from base. Riven is top lane, Vayne is coming from here, and they just like press all their buttons, and there are 4 of them, and our super out of position Victor blows up instantly. But our Riven is still top lane. And I blow my flash there after they get a pick on Zyra. And I'm back here like, wait, what? Why? I didn't have any of the hit points to help in that. Okay. This looks like it was probably entertaining. Oops. I want to slow it down. Okay, so we're just like no vision, whacking their inhibitor tower. Okay. And the Aurelia bouncing away, doing a Riven thing. Aurelia comes up. Oh shit, but there's a Shaco! Oh no, who could have predicted? And we successfully kill the clone. And die. And we lose kill and mid also. This reminds me of that Nasus image of him as a farmer. The laning phase is never over. Like, you're Riven, just go kill everyone else too. This is teleport Riven. Yeah, teleport Riven, but did not have TP when she was here, as 2 members of their team were here. More boring jungling. So right now I'm planning around like, let's turn this game around with an early Baron. So that's why I'm going back here, so that I can perfectly time it. 4 of us are here, which is a reasonable place to be. I'm coming from base, and we go up to the next tower. Get that one too. Okay, so they try to defend something that was clearly indefensible. I'm backing off like, okay guys, we can't. Okay, we're done here. Like, guys, I'm like running away. Let's disengage this. Yeah, we very clearly want to disengage here. That's why I was backing up, like to try to disengage the rest of my team. I'm acknowledging that Zyra is dead. Problem is that like you can't really disengage when the rest of your team is fighting. So throw my blood boil. I don't know where Riven is going. I guess she's going to the top wave. I'm frantically pinging her back. Like, no, please leave. Please do the leaving. Yeah. Did not leave fast enough. Mastery emote as I die. Oh, a really important trick that not many people know is that you can mastery emote after you're dead. Yeah, this wasn't a terrible time to die, because oh, I guess it actually was an absurdly terrible time to die, because Dragon is coming up right as I respawn, so it gives them a free Dragon. And I'm trying to be like, no, ignore this, because we know they're at Dragon, so just go to the Baron instead. We can do Baron right here. But my team does not agree, so I just get the crab. I think where I screwed up, I should have just like abandoned this Vayne here and just run away with my own life. Okay, so I get the crab. I know that they have, oops, meant to just slow down. So I get the crab, and I know that they have no vision here, because they literally haven't been to this side of the map in a very long time. So I feel totally safe. Zyra actually does the Baron really fast, because of the plant damage, and she has a lot of AP and Sork Shoes. And because I have 3 points in Q. I switched over from maxing Q to maxing E after 3 points. Anyway, so we get the 22.5 minute Baron, extremely good for us. And it puts us slightly ahead in gold. Donate a blue buff. Victor finally gets a blue buff. Don't feel good about that, about not getting him blues. Do a little jungling. Do I have a reason for doing this? Yeah, because everyone else was like not backing it, so I might as well like coordinate my back with the rest of the team, even if it was slightly slower than it should have been. Oh, and I needed the gold for Banner of Command. That's why I was jungling. Right. So I put the Banner minion bot, and I'm like, okay, Banner bot, let's go somewhere else. Let's go. These champions should not be here. This is very, very bad. I guess Riven can be here because she has teleport, but Vayne absolutely needs to be here right now. She should be dead. Right here, walking here. No, that should be an absolutely dead Vayne. But I'm trying to coordinate everyone to get this inhibitor here, because if Riven just like rotates to the team, then this might even take the tower by itself. But it's also fine for Riven to stay bot, because they'll distract them. And, well, theoretically she'd teleport to do that, but she gets picked off in the 1v2. But the rest of the team almost takes this. The issue is that because they had killed the Riven, and we weren't like top lane or anything, then they can rotate to us really quickly. I guess, so there's two things. I wanted Riven to just group with the team, save her teleport, but if she was going to stay bot, then what we should have done was abandon mid and just go top. You can see that this top wave is pushing into us. So then it's just a more efficient split push. You almost like lose a tower for this too. Interesting. I'm just here like saving the tower. I leave one minion just to get a slight bit of a slow push there. Oh, okay. People say that this is supposed to be a carrot, but it doesn't look anything like a carrot. Like, I realize it's orange. It doesn't look like a carrot. I'm going down here to not lose the tower to Aurelia. They are 2v4 at this tower. Riven less than half HP. Vayne just whacking the tower. Pretty clear what happens there. I think Riven blames the team for not grouping for that death. I feel like my play was totally reasonable. I don't want to lose this tower. They're just not allowed to be up here. And I leave this with the 2 minions so that it slow pushes for us. And then rotate to try to save this tower, but it might be too late. But while we're defending this, we've done a really good job. Well, I think that I have done a really good job controlling the side waves, like banner here, and like I said, I left the 2 minions there to start the slow push bot. So that's what a jungler can do to control the waves. And now Aurelia goes top and gets all this farm. But what that does for us, otherwise, if she had like grouped here, they probably could have taken this tower. And Riven goes bot. Nice lantern. But dragon's coming up and Aurelia doesn't have teleport. I have no idea what Riven's doing here. Chase. Okay, got the kill. Had to chase from here to here as our Vayne is dying. I'm not sure that Riven has like her health bar displayed on the screen. She doesn't seem to have any acknowledgement of like, oh, I only have this much health. So I actually think that the objective we should be getting is the dragon here, not the inhibitor. But like Shaco's dead, so whatever, I'll do the dragon. Hope I don't die for this. This was several days ago, I don't really remember what happens. So Baron is in 1 minute. Flash away, but whatever. Whatever, I disengage Victor, 1 kill for Dragon, and then I'm respawn in time to go to the Baron. I don't don't think that we gave up any objectives from me dying there, and I got the dragon, so I think it was reasonable. But again, side wave control. And you can see here, what am I building? Raptor Cloak, Negatron, huh? What is that built into? What side wave control item does that create? Oh, I do give up Crab for dying. That actually is pretty bad because it keeps us off Baron unless we get like multiple kills for nothing. We should actually like send someone to deal with this wave before we go to the mid inhibitor. What? I don't know how this person dies. Okay, so oh, I see. So Victor needs to stay closer with his team, but whatever. Shaco trades 1 for 1. Pretty good trade for them. The team fight carry for the early game jungler. Okay, Vayne is not remotely in position. But fortunately we have Zyra and Riven that do a shitload of damage. And I banner in the lane that we're in, because hey, it's off cooldown, might as well use it, and it'll help us with this push. Because we don't have an ADC anymore. It doesn't matter. I guess I was too far up. That encouraged Zyra to be up there. And she died. Did they get Baron here? I don't think so. They're pinging Baron, but I don't think they can actually get it. Why did Riven use ult there? Okay. Okay, we have to watch this. Oh my god, that was fantastic. I had no idea that happened. Oh my lord. Yeah, so they do get Baron here. I needed to concede that. That was super bad. It's awful. Awful, actually, yeah. It was extremely awful. My banner is... Oh, I guess that's just a visual bug. But hey, how about that side wave control, eh? Eh? What a terrible teleport. Oh my god, that's the biggest fear. She like uses her teleport in a pretty bad way, but like is fed and talented enough to make up for it. Like gets the tower, I guess, but not the actual inhibitor. So did I use my... So I use the banner here, and Vayne is pushing bot, so I go all the way up here to put the portal so that it pushes here in case Vayne ever wants to rotate. But regardless, it'll force someone from their team to come there. And I'm taking the crab here because dragon is in less than 2 minutes. What's the... Okay, dragons are 2-2 right now. Chances are, obviously their next objective is going to be this open inhibitor here. And we're backing to defend it, which is fine because Shaco has to be here to catch this wave. Just split push basically, but is doing it against the portal. Eventually finds the portal. But Shaco is here, as our team is here. So that means that we do actually push this wave out further, so that this inhibitor is under less of a threat. Bizarrely, no one died there. So how are the waves doing? Is this one? I guess it'll push into us. I can't really tell. And this one is pushing in our favor. Man, I can't tell. I literally missed my non-skill shot there. So I bait Shaco into... That was purposefully, like, oh, I know I have teammates here, I'll flash away. That I remember that definitely being a purposeful bait. But I die anyway. Because our team is very low, and their team has lots of hit points. And they get the inhibitor. So our team is not in a great position now. We're down 10,000 gold, 16 kills, and they have taken the first inhibitor of the game. And our I am dead. All the dragons live, so they get their third dragon. And Riven does her Riven thing. Vayne does her Vayne thing. I go do my new thing. And the ZZ Rots, when close to the wave, are actually really, really powerful at slowing down or reversing pushes. Because these little fuckers do a lot of damage. And it makes a lot of them. And this guy actually scales off max HP. Every fourth one, I think, makes a big one that scales off your max. Wait, is it... No, it scales off your max off of your armor and MR. That's what it is. So you can see all the damage it's doing. And by the way, it's actually getting me gold. So at this point, I have earned more gold than anyone but Riven, who's just been trading kills with their team all game. And as you can see here, so it's actually reversed this push. And this wave will now push out in our favor. So this will keep them... You see that we've had this wave pushing all game. Mostly thanks to Riven, but also me a little bit. So they haven't even taken this tower. And this wave is really far out here, in between like I have Portal and Banner Cannon in one lane. So they have to send someone here, or else it'll take this tower. And we're like pushing into supers here, but Thresh is super out of position. So we get him. And this is actually a good call to go for this one. Oh, maybe he was... Oh, I didn't know that. I guess he was out of position because... No, he put down the box. Maybe he was just lagging. And we get the inhibitor, while our inhibitor in the same lane is down. And we rotate up top here, and try to hard take this inhibitor. I full channel this, die for it, but I think that gets us, that ult went like a good portion. Okay, I want to talk about how I use this ult here. So, it's really important to just use this like for peel. So what I do is I'm like standing right next to my Vayne, and when they try to go on her, I just ult right next to the Vayne. So then she can tumble around in it, and anyone trying to kill her takes a shitload of damage and doesn't do nearly as much damage because of Nunu's ult doesn't just slow, it also slows attack speed of enemies that are in it. That is the worst teleport I've ever seen. Why is this a banner minion? This is a weird bug. Huh. So we lose some return kills. We get aced. And they're doing the dumbass solo queue thing of, we have 2 down inhibs, better try to end. It's really difficult to end into supers. And we actually take a turret while aced because of the side wave control. So I'm the only one up against 4 of them. Shaco went to stop the push there. Purple Smite is really good in this situation because it gives an AoE stun on both supers. They get 1 Nexus turret, but it stalls off long enough because they only had 4 of them because Shaco was top, dealing with the wave. So between just my tankiness, my ults, my smite on the supers, holds off for long enough that my team respawns. And then we are pinging Zabaran because we have 2 waves of supers. Well, I guess only +1 wave of supers. But hey, we killed their jungler, we killed their support. Now is a great time to Baron. Oh, and our inhibitor's back up. Vayne should not be here. We have this. Should be here doing their rune. So we're still down 10k gold, but because of the waves, we're doing really well in the game. And if we look at the gold urn, I am significantly, okay, I'm pretty far behind their Shaco in gold, but it doesn't really matter because Shaco's not very relevant other than like holding off waves. And look, now they have to deal with this. And this is boring. So now I'm trying to get my team just like push this final inhib. A lot of bad solo queue teams will be like end, but really like why not take this final inhib? If you get 3 inhibs, like the fact that it puts 2 supers in every lane is fucking ridiculous. I think this is where I set up a portal here. Oh, it's not a portal yet. I see. But anyway, Shaco is up here, clearing. Everyone's just like staring at each other using skills. Aurelia tries to make a play. Ops Sterex. I have Banner, Baron, Minion here doing a little bit of work. So again, the peel ult between actually let's look at this team fight again. Okay, so we're up here just defending this because eventually we will take this tower. So they try to counteract this by diving onto us. Thresh gets a good play on Victor and myself. And while they're popping that ult, oh yeah, and we get multiple ults because of Zyra hit a really nice snare on Sivir there. And the peel from my ult combined with peel from Zyra ult wins that for us. And we pick off Sivir and lose no one. Wait, does Vayne flash there? I think she does. I think Vayne flashes over this wall. Yeah. She flashes after Shaco into LeBlanc. Gets LeBlanc anyway. Cool. Everything worked out. And we take the, wait, there was something important here. Oh, yeah, so I put ZZ Rot right behind here. And we have 3 inhibitors. So the game should just be won now. We take one Nexus Tower. We take... we die. Zyra dies. I die. Every day I die. Riven walks into them and dies. But we have Banner, Zizira. And look at these little fuckers. Boom. 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 And the Zizira Banner combo wins the game. And I would like to note that we won that game down almost 10k gold while aced. And, how much gold? And I have more gold than anyone on my team but Riven, who died 14 times. So I think this is a really good demonstration of even when your team is just like running around doing nothing, the jungler is capable of dictating the pace of the game via side wave control. So they had no opportunity to get any inhibitors other than the mid lane one, and even when we were aced, we had such side wave pressure that they couldn't send 5 people there, which let me successfully defend it into the final push to win the game here. So build Banner of Command, build Zizira. These items are incredibly good right now, and I think people have this idea about champions or strategies or roles that can carry, that can hard carry, that like can win the game by themselves, and people like to look at Yasuo, who statistically, if he gets a huge lead, he is the biggest carry threat in the game for like dragging your team to victory when he's super fed. But in this game, I think I showed that you can do something similar just by like making... I don't think that I played like super intelligently. I think that I played slightly less stupidly than other people on my team. I think that I set up side waves that my opponents, it forced them into really tough decisions between grouping versus splitting to save their towers. And I really credit the push items that I bought with us winning the game there. Got me a ton of gold. I was really, really, really tanky. And then peeling for Vayne won us the critical team fights. So I hope this was enjoyable. I hope that in the future you will carry your solo queue teams with the fabulous combination of Banner of Command, Zizira Portal, as willump the Yeti.